We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball, and it starts right now. Blake Snell is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Standing in, Andrew Velasquez. And we are set for baseball here this evening. In there, no balls and a strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Behind 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto as he'll take a look at ball 1. Alberto is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Line towards center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. No balls and a strike to count. Alberto stands at first with 1 out. The bouncer to the left side. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
And here's Renato Nunez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. 0-0. Tampa Bay coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Keegan Aiken will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
It's not easy as a rookie to go out there and establish yourself, get the off-speed pitches over, and just try to be the same pitcher that you were in the minor leagues. And one of the big keys, not get ahead of yourself.
So striding in, Brandon Lau. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rays, the second baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge 1-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Manuel Margot waits on deck. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting a tone, pounding the zone.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping up now, Austin Meadows. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, that it just comes in out of the zone. You can command that with movement. It's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pitch misses low. The throw down is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And that one misses. It's ball 4. So a 2-out walk gives the Rays some hope here in the inning.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Into the box now. Hunter Renfroe comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Has a look. Now the pitch. Cold strike at the letters. 0-1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse. Low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Well below the knees. Laid off on the changeup there. Line to the right side. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. Rays strand just the one. We are still scoreless. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 25, Anthony Santander.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Margot's on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Batting fifth.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, today my spotlight's going to be on outfielder Austin Meadows. When I think of him, I think of one word: smooth. He's so sure-handed out there. Offensively, he's got that pretty swing, and defensively, he runs into the gap. Smooth, people. Lock in on this guy. He's going to be a star in the making.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike. And he falls behind. 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least.
Yandy Diaz.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting fifth.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. With too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting center.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be Willie Adames. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. So coming to the plate, Nate Lowe. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The 1-0 home.
That's a ball.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations.
Back now at Tropicana Field, home of the Rays, who have benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Catcher, number 28, Pedro Severino.
Here comes the first pitch. Pedro Severino is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Here it comes on 1-1. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Here's Chris Davis now. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 0 for 5. And the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball called for strike 2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
1 ball.
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1 and 2. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor,
Now
but
that-
it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate now, Andrew Velasquez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1. Just catches the inside corner for strike 2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Mike Zunino.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle, right to him. And there's 1 away. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Striding in, Brandon Lau, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
The count is 2-1. Nope, that's inside.
Manuel Margot will be next. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. So he's aboard following the 1-out walk. Their second of the ball game so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see right there that the Rays are currently tops in the AL in that category. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's out. Two balls. No.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Runners on first with 1 down. In there, 2-1. Popped up. Davis in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Striding in once again, Austin Meadows. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. is looked at for the first strike.
The count's 1-1.
Lined into right, a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Renfroe comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here.
0-2.
A pause and the 0-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit hard to short, and that's through for a base hit. And the run will score as the Rays cash in on an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Roll. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Into the box now, Yandy Diaz. 1-0 the count. Two down, runners at first and second. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Now this gets all the way to the wall, and the runner will score from second. And he is in there.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Stepping in now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
3 runs already home here. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Standing in now, Willie Adames.
Good stop.
As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Adames, just 24 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Hit in the air out to right. Mancini moving back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead on now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Rays 5 and the Orioles nothing. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Hanser Alberto.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Margot is there, and he has it for the first out.
The right fielder.
At the plate, Trey Mancini. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And a curveball in for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Line drive to left. Renfroe is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Renato Nunez.
Stepping in, Renato Nunez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
2-0 now. Ground ball right into the shift. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've obviously had a lot of success in terms of pushing across runs, and a big part of that, in his opinion, has been their pitch selection. In this game, they've swung at pitches outside of the strike zone less than 15% of the time, meaning the vast majority of their swings has been at pitches that they're more likely to handle and hit hard.
The first baseman.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1-1. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. One and two now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Three and 2 now.
having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So here's Mike Zunino. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Outside, 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Stepping up to the plate, Brandon Lau, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Hector Velasquez answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Manuel Margot will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Even 1-1 count to Margot. First and second now, 1 man out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Leading off for
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
the left fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
First delivery to him on the way. Anthony Santander will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Good curveball. Strike two.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
That misses. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1-2. Here it comes. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. So a full count now.
3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
At the plate, Austin Hayes. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch.
That's a ball.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Hayes, a native Floridian. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles, the second baseman, Pat.
Coming to the plate now, Pat Valaika. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Austin Meadows.
The right fielder, Austin Meadows.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Hayes on the run for it. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. It's a solo home run for Austin Meadows. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
The batter, the left fielder.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he fouls this one off. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batter.
Ready once again, Ji-Man Choi. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Now the 2-0 home. Line drive to left. Santander grabs it to retire the side. Rays tack on 1 more thanks to the solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Chris Davis at the plate now, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Margot is there. 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Andrew Velasquez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1.
It counts 1-1.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time.
Ball inside.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Willie Adames.
The shortstop, Willie Adames.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Liner towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 35.
Digging in once again, Nate Lowe. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set, and the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Here comes another 0-2.
Ball, that's in.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Ball.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Pitch on the way. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here now is Mike Zunino as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Loud contact off the bat of Zunino, and a ball sent to deep left field, and that is off the wall.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall in left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Now the 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Colin Poche is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Colin Poche.
Stepping into the box, Hanser Alberto. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First offering on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So here's Trey Mancini. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now that.
Ready now for Baltimore. Renato Nunez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliced hard on the ground. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
At the plate, Anthony Santander as he rips it on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Last half of the 7th here, and next it'll be the outfielder, Manuel Margot.
The center fielder, Manuel Margot.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, and was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. In his career, Meadows is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Hunter Renfroe will be next. Here it is, the 3-0. No one out with a runner at second. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 11.
Wade LeBlanc enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 23, Wade LeBlanc.
Hunter Renfroe will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Third baseman, number 2.
Now to the plate, Yandy Diaz. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, that's not a bad first milestone. 100th career RBI, Dero.
Yeah, after your first original knockdown, probably for you, your first strikeout, your first bomb. You want to start putting some zeros on the back end of these numbers. 100th ribby, nice milestone right there.
In now, Ji-Man Choi, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Choi is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to have been picking up left-handed pitching great all season long.
2-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. LeBlanc, the former Seattle Mariner, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. But he'll think better of that idea as he holds on at second with 2 away now.
The batter, number 1.
Now at the plate, Willie Adames. He was a ground-out victim last time up. He's set. Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Hayes on the run for it. Still ranging back. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 5 on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
You know, Dero, you're not afforded as many mistakes when you're not throwing that ball in the 90s or above, and this guy needs to be real fine with his location.
You know, Dan, that's just a great swing by that hitter right there, because when you see low velocity, a guy out on the mound that's not going to blow the heater by you, maybe sometimes you expand the zone. Not the case right there. He set him up. He wanted something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Nate Lowe, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Four runs here in this half inning. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ripped down the first base line. Fielded cleanly by Davis, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they score 4 times on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Tampa Bay leads this one 10-0. Now at the plate, Austin Hayes. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 the count. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Digging in to try it again, Pedro Severino. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Fly ball out toward left center field. Renfroe is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to hit is the catcher, Mike Zunino.
Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit in the air out to left field. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Richard Wyatt.
To the plate now, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. A runner at second, nobody out. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The center fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Manuel Margot. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. Alberto gloves it. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Up next for the Rays, Austin Meadows. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Mancini moving back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
The left fielder, number 11.
So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Into the box, Yandy Diaz. Skied into straightaway right. Mancini moving back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Rays 12 and the Orioles nothing. Now batting, Chris Davis, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Pitch on the way. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
The batter, number 88.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Velasquez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
Comes set and the 0-1 to the left side, but it's well foul. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Standing in now, Hanser Alberto. Swing and a liner. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
The right fielder, number 16, Trey Mancini.
Stepping in now, Trey Mancini, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit high and deep out to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Chaz Rowe gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Number 52, Chaz Rowe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. Two men are on with 2 men out. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Baltimore down to their final strike. Baltimore, good night.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Tampa Bay Rays get their 20th home win this year. Blake Snell earned his 5th win of the year, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Keegan Aiken couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game.